What's up, guys? It's Wayne Bennett. I'm back. Today's September 12th. I just wanted to go through what happened today in the market. It's crazy, man. I took another losing trade today. I've had like a series of losing trades, probably about 6 or 7 in a row. And I just want to talk about what's been happening in my strategy. I want to talk about the best way to approach this and kind of go through what happened today. All right. So if you look at your screen, I took a position on a company called, not a company, JDST. It's the inverse of JNUG, which is gold. And so I can see on this 180-day chart that the 50-day moving average had crossed the 150 moving average. So it was showing signs of an uptrend, that the stock was headed in, and the direction was in my favor. It was on an uptrend. All right. Now, this is what's been happening in my last 3 or 4 trades. I promise. And it's had me so self-conscious because I'm like, am I a profitable trader? Do I have the right strategy in place? Or do I need to change my strategy? Like I said before, I trade a 1-to-2 ratio. I risk 1% to gain 2%. So in any winning trade, I'm winning 2%. Any losing trade, I lose 1%. All right. So I saw the direction was headed up, making higher highs. It was shooting up on the 180-day chart. And so this is a 15-minute chart, which is the last 5 days, right? So I could see that this thing was shooting up, and I said, hey, I'm going to take a position at $15.40. Let me make sure that I'm clear on when I got into the trade. I don't want to give you guys any estimates. I want to be super clear about what happened. All right, so I got in. I said I'm going to get in at, if it hits $15.48, I'm in the trade. So it got to $15.48. This is a little below it, like a cent. I'm sorry, this is a cent ahead of it, higher than what I bought in, but got in at $15.48. So I set my stop loss at $15.30. That would represent 1%, like a 1% loss. All right, so as you can see, I'm gonna zoom in on this thing so we can see $15.48. I bought in right there. This thing shot up to $15 and about 70 cents. It may have been a little lower, like 69 cents is what I remember. So I was up $1.39%, right? So 0.70 cents more, and it would have been a 2% gain. But what ended up happening? The stock took a tumble, and once again, at 15.30 was where my stop loss was, and it hit my stop loss. Bam, a losing trade, right? But this is the crazy thing about what happened with it, though. So it hit the stop loss. Let me make sure I nail the point. About right here. About right here. Yeah. So it hit my stop loss. It was a losing trade of 1%, right? And this is the crazy thing, is that from there, it dropped down. Sorry, let me take this trend line off. From there, it dropped down, and then it finally made the move that I was looking for. I went, dang! And you can see that it was creating some resistance right here. It kept testing that line. Went up. Let me see if I can make a line here to like here. Cool. So it kept testing that line up, and it fell down, and it went back up. Bam! And broke through. That's exactly the move that I was looking for the first time. It just did not happen the first time. It hit my stop loss, and then it went up. So the thing is, the crazy thing is that I'm identifying good trades, but somehow I'm not quite capitalizing on them. So I continue to ask myself, well, what do I need to do? What is the remedy? What is the goal to making sure that we can be profitable? Is that patience? Do I just need to sit still and wait a bit? Do I need to make sure that I have more capital so that I can take on more trades? Because remember, I only get 3 day trades every 5 trading days. So today was a losing trade. But if I had another trade available, if I saw it shoot back up to where I bought in before 1548, I could have taken another position and bam, I could have rode this wave of 1548 all the way here. If I would have reached its height, that would have been a 9% jump. That would have been 9% in profit, which would have that gain would have been bigger than anything that I've lost in the last 2 weeks of trading. So I saw that it hit that point, that resistance right here. Saw that it hit that resistance and then blew past it. But I bought it the first time instead of catching it the second time and riding the wave up from like there to there. But that's the market. That's how the game goes. I've got to be very clear about what the next move is going to be and how I'm intending to take profits, because I was almost like, man, do I need to change my strategy from a risking 1% to gain 1% or 1.2%? Or do I need to stick to that margin of risking 1% and gaining 2%? And I don't know if this is because I've had a series of losing trades or just because, what I'm saying is that sometimes in the stock market, you're going to have a series of losing trades. That's just the game. But some of it could be due to your strategy. So I just want to make sure that my strategy is not the reason and that I don't have too wide of a margin. That 2% is too wide of a margin to capitalize on, as opposed to seeing a profit of 1.2%. Ricky Gutierrez is one of the guys that I watch. He's an incredible trader. He's super profitable. He trades with about $100,000 account. And so I text him. I want to read what I text Ricky, so that you guys can hear this. This may be helpful for you. I said, "Morning, Ricky. I usually trade with a 1-to-2 ratio, risk 1% to gain 2%. I've noticed in a number of my trades I may be up plus 1.2%, but it doesn't quite hit 2%. So it'll fall down to my stop loss of negative 1%. My question is, how do you measure when to take profits?" He says, "I always think it's better to have the issue, quote unquote, of locking in profits early. The issue of locking in profits early. At the end of the day, you are still green." So his take on it is, hey man, so what if you get out a little early? You don't make it at 2%. If you hit 1.2, you're up in the trade. Pull the money out. I'd rather have that issue than for it to hit my stop loss and I'm at negative 1%. So I just thought that was pretty informative. But all in all, I'm not going to lie. I'm finding the right trades. I'm picking the right trades. I can see them from a mile away. And I'm buying at the buying points and I'm selling at the selling points. It's just the timing of when I get in the trade and the fact that sometimes it's just a losing trade. And that's the stock market. Sometimes you have a series of losing trades. But I just wanted to share the journey of what happened today. And tomorrow we're going to be back at it. Remember that my goal is to make 100% profit by the end of the year. And it's doable. I know that it's possible. But as you guys are going to see, I'm going to have to continue to shape my strategy and change my strategy, improve on it, and sharpen until I get it clean, until I'm able to cut through and execute like a professional trader. So I just wanted to share that. We'll be back tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll have a better trade.